Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Samuel now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd and 8. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Jackson now on 3rd. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And the Colts will take over. They've got first down from the 31. First carry here for the rookie out of Penn State. And he's going to be touchdown right at the line, so no gain on the play.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Here we go, set. Rocco 80. Go.
Another carry for him. Broke through the tackle. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They motion the tight end over. Richardson on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. His work begins at the 31. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Lamar off the play fake. Throw left side, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on 3rd and long. Higgins makes the catch. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Gotta figure out this third down here.
It's one.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and convert on 3rd and 17. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. Putting the tight end in motion. Now Jackson off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And the Colts sending 6 DBs out there. Dime package, 3rd down coming. Escapes the pocket. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds. You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. First and 10 from the 41. Here's Richardson. And that one's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Throw on 3rd down. He's trying to go deep again. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Colts are ready for the punt. And he doesn't put much height or distance on that one. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. No return on that punt. And it'll be their football. The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Escapes out to the left. Throwing on the run. He's got it deep downfield. And he works this to the 38 before going down. This play goes for 36. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Short pass brought in. He's got it in the red zone. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Blown back, it's the handoff. And all that for a single yard. What an effort to get what he could there. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. They go play fake with Jackson. Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
And he drives it forward for a modest gain. Give him 4 on that play, so now they've got 2nd and goal. He tries to sneak it, and he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. It looked like they had it, but nope, no gain, and now they're just inches short for 3rd down.
That's what I call a good old-fashioned willpower play. Who's got more will and who's got more power to move the man in front of them? Defense won that one.
They'll try him left side. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens making a 9-point advantage. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight.
They kick the running back in motion. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
First down throw here from Richardson. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So it's second down coming up.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. An incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Second and 10. Again, it's Richardson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Timeout taken by the offense. They're second. They're down to their final one in this half. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Let's go.
They'll throw again, Richardson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll go out of bounds close to that 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. Richardson now on first and 10. Locates Adonai Mitchell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Ready.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Here we go. Set.
They send a man in motion. Richardson now on second and 10. Pass caught along the sideline by Mitchell. Ooh, play didn't develop like he needed. He goes out behind the line.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one and kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's third and 12.
Ready. Set. Hey. Ready.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal.
Set. Ready.
Mitchell now in motion left. This one's caught. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Has this at the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set, first and 10. Pistol snap to Jackson. He lets one fly deep downfield. That's intercepted near the sideline. And the Colts get it back after a marvelous defensive effort. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He throws a bullet down. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts parlay the interception into points. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Oh, they get to him behind the line, and he loses the football. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Well, you don't like to see the fumble, but hey, at least they were able to be the ones to recover it, and they keep possession.
Yeah, and I think the key there was to stay calm through the chaos. Cooler heads prevailed and got him the ball back.
So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough 3rd down here. They connect on the deep shot. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Colts will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
You spring a big game like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
On the move, headed right. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice game. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. in this throw, this is a big boy throw.
And he gets it on the sneak. Touchdown! The Colts grow their lead just before halftime. It's an Anthony Richardson touchdown on a quarterback sneak to the end zone. The fact that they pulled that out on a 1st and goal, Brock, didn't wait for a later down. Gotta imagine that played a part in its success, don't you?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. It sure did, and I would have loved to seen those eyes in the huddle, right? When you call QB sneak and you look at those guys in the huddle, and the big guys in particular, many times they will tell you with their body language, we're ready to go, and that group certainly was.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This return starts at the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Forced out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
You changed it. Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Lamar throwing again. On target to his man Higgins. And they bring him down around the 34. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone off. Now Jackson on 3rd down. Higgins makes the catch. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Jackson's going to throw again. Cut near the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll try and punch it in. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, Parker, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Wrong time to get caught for holding. Backed him up as they'll retry this 1st and goal. Lamar now from the gun. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. Thought he had a touchdown there. It's 2nd and goal.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. He puts everything behind this one. Big gain downfield. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Richardson now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go.
70 Lions.
From the 23. Chased after, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
17 yards. It's now 3rd down.
Trap 60, trap. Shut up. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
Here's Richardson. He's on the move. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. They'll send out the punting unit. This was a miss-hit, Brock, low and pretty short. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, middle.
Lamar off the play fake. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he got this close to midfield before going out. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Jackson throwing here. That's taken in by Samuel. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Hits his running back. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
Kate, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
On first down, they'll run. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They're running the option, short side. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thinking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. Rolling out to his left. The ball is out! And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession.
You know what? This game is hard. So sometimes catching a break or two in just the right circumstances is a big deal. Sideline could be your best friend as a runner, because you lose the ball next to it, there's a good chance it could go harmlessly out of bounds.
After the sack, another pass on second down. He puts some power on a deep one. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll say hello to the red zone after that big play, huh? As they get set for first and 10. The running back gets it on the draw. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards of it into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. but they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, well, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
Samuel now to return it. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's Lamar. He's trying to push the field. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Back-to-back carries here. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach.
19.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. The back grabs it. And nothing doing on that run. Defenders bottle it up quickly.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Ravens take a 4th quarter lead. So here's a big play from the Ravens as they line up for 2. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And you remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Richardson. Buys time, rolling right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. He's got a man left. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Here we go.
First down throw here from Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Completed to his running back. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a fourth-quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
And the two-point pass falls incomplete. Would have felt more comfortable, obviously, with a 7-point lead, but they have to settle for 5. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Alrighty. Sit up.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
That's caught for the first. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
First down, here's Lamar. The screen pass falls incomplete.
Yeah, I know nobody's perfect. All you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Man in motion here. Second down, Jackson to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
No, we changed it. Report. Nice on.
Lamar throwing again. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. From the gun, Jackson. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10.
Set up.
A give now from the gun. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. On the move, hit it. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Looking to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch called for, and he's got it right near the 30-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. First and 10 now from the 30. Play action now with Jackson. He'll get this to Samuel. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Here's the one back on the handoff. Jukes one defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You call that 1st down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Ravens trailing by 5. They're set up at the 35 now. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Hits him on the out route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Back to throw. Well, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Colts have some new life in the 4th. Even with a little time left here, Brock, kicking the extra points, probably the safer call.
And with that little time left, even if you do get the 2, still got a chance to drive down, your opponent does, and kick that game-winning field goal. Now you need some way to get the ball back in a hurry, and the chances are so limited.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw it. Finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Now Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here he is to throw. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Timeout Indianapolis. That's its second. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
Well, here's what I know, Kate. And sadly, from personal experience, after this one's over, the QB, he's going to be the first one in the Colts up because he has been feeling the heat and paying the price all game long. At some point, you've got to find a way to protect the passer or he's not going to endure this season. I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Throwing now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted.
Intercepted by the Ravens. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. The Ravens in victory formation and content to just knee this one out.
You got to expect the timeout is coming any moment now, right? If you want another shot with the ball, you'll need every second you can conserve on that clock.
Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Ravens will fly home with the win. And they can be proud of their exploits down the road and overall so far this season as they improve to 2-0. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Indy.